Dear students, how are you all? Hope you are fit and fine. So today we are going to start with multiplication of rational numbers. As you can see the topic, till now we have completed the addition and everything. Okay, so now we are going to start with multiplication of rational numbers. It is very easy, I would say, because as if you have done the addition very well, you will be able to do multiplication also. If you can read, I have written same properties as addition of rational number. Okay, it possesses the same properties as addition of rational number. If you remember that properties of addition of rational number, it's okay. If you don't, I'll surely revise for you and then you'll be able to do the sums related to it. Okay, so I'll start with the very first property, that is closure property. If you remember the word closure property in addition also we have heard, it says that for multiplication it says product of any two rational number will be the rational number itself. Okay, product of any two rational number will be a rational number only. Okay, if you revise for addition, when we add two rational numbers, the answer will be a rational number. That is what for a closure property. Okay, so first I'll start with 3 upon 5 into minus 7 upon 8. That is your exercise 1D, first question, first part. Okay, 3 upon 5 into minus 7 upon 8. Simply you have to multiply the numerator and the denominator with each other and write the answer. I'll show how you have to do. 3 into minus 7 is easy, or you can write it one step so that you don't get confused, upon 5 into 8. Now you know what you have to do. 3 into minus 7 would be obviously minus 21 and 8 into 5 would be 40. So your answer is minus 21 upon 40. Okay students, so it's very simple as normal. What do you multiply? You have to multiply same way. Okay, I'll do one more part for you. What you can do in this part, if you see third part, minus 6 upon 11 into minus 5 upon 3. Okay, so what you can do to make it easy, what you can do over here, you can convert into lowest form. How? I'll tell you. Like you can see, if you write like this, the first step what we wrote, minus 5 upon 11 into 3. Okay, now you can see minus 6 would come in the table of 3, right? So I'll cut minus 2. Okay, now it's a bit easy. Now I can't cut anything. So minus 2 into minus 5 would be plus 10. Obviously minus minus plus. So 10 upon 11 is your answer. If you don't want to cut, you want to solve directly, answer would be same. Okay, you can do like that only, but lastly then you will have to convert in lowest term. I'll show you the alternate way. What you can do, minus 6 into minus 5 is, if you do directly, minus 6 into minus 5 would be 30 plus 30, minus minus plus, 6 5s are 30. Okay, then 11 into 3 is 33. Fine. Now if I convert it in lowest term, so 3 10s are and 3 11s are. So students, you can see we have got the same answer. Okay, so whether you do by this method or this method, it won't affect. You can do any of the way you want. Okay, I'll suggest this one because it's much easy. First you can convert to the lowest term, directly you are reaching to the answer. Maybe at the last you forget to convert to the lowest term. Okay, I'll do one or two more parts for you. 6th part if you see. Okay, now I can see all the numbers I can cut. First I'll write in this step so that it's easy for me. Okay, now I can see common divisor 3 minus 3. 3 into minus 3 is minus 9, so I've cut it. Okay, now common divisor for 25 and minus 10 is 5. So 5 into minus 2 and 5 5s are, right? Okay, now nothing is left out. So 5 upon minus 3 minus minus plus 3 2s are 6. So 5 upon 6 is my final answer. Okay students, so please be careful with the sign. If you will be careful with the sign, you will get your final answer and everything. Okay, nothing much. As you can see, I've done simple multiplication only. Fine, I'll do one more part for you. It's very easy again. 7 upon 24 into minus 48. What I can do over here, I can cut. It is like this. Okay, upon 24. I know it come 24 twos is 48. So 24 into minus 2 is 48. So your answer is minus 14. That's it. It's very simple, students. You will be able to do it very easily. Just you need to be careful with the sign. Okay, and I told you anyway is fine. If you want to solve whole thing and then convert to the lowest term, it's your wish. Or if you do by this method, any method is fine. Just do it neatly and with the proper sign. Okay, so I hope the closure property is clear. Again, I'll repeat. Product of two rational number will be a rational number only. That is what closure property suggests for multiplication of rational number as well as for addition of rational number. Okay, I'll move to the next property now, which already you have studied for addition, same as addition. That is commutative law. Okay, this you have studied in addition, which suggests that two rational number can be multiplied in any order. Means again you can see this is verify question. Okay, so verify question, how we do? Last exercise I told you we will do it by LHS and RHS method. Okay, commutative law, it states that two rational numbers can be multiplied in any order. You can see the numbers or values are same with the proper sign and everything, just the order has been changed. पहले 3/7 है यहाँ पे -5/9 है. So that is what I call as commutative law, that two rational numbers can be multiplied in any order. Okay, so I'll start with the sum. LHS, you can see what it is. LHS 3/7 into -5/9. Okay, now I'll do as I did in the previous sum. I can first of all cut to the lowest term. 3 3s are 9. Now what is left out? Now nothing I can do with the lowest term. So directly I'll solve it. What is left out? -5/21. This is your LHS. Okay, students. Now I'll do the RHS part. RHS is -5/9 into 3/7. So again I'll cut it. Okay, what is left out? -5/21. So therefore LHS is equal to RHS, hence verified. This is how you do verify sum in proper systematic manner. Okay, students, so it's very easy. LHS, RHS, you have to solve and you have to show that they are equal to each other. Fine, I'll do one more part for you so that you understand better. Okay, here also first of all LHS I'll mention. I'll write the LHS quotient into -13/12. This is your quotient. Okay, now if I see common divisor for 8 and 12, that is HCF, highest common factor. If I see, I can tell that it is 4, right? So I can say that -2, 4 into -2 and 4 3s are. So now what is left out? Into 3. Now minus plus 2 into 13 is 26. Okay, so 26/3 is your LHS. Now similarly I will solve RHS. That is, you can see the values are same, students. If you see the values are same, only the order has been changed. So in mind you can guess the answer would come same only. Okay, there is no change in sign also. So you know that the answer will come same. In case you are getting LHS and RHS different for this type of sums, please check again. Maybe you have done some mistake. Okay, for sure you will get LHS is equal to RHS when the values are same and the sign is same. Yes, okay, so again I'll do the same thing here. Fine, so minus plus 13 2s are 26. Again it is left out here 3 into -2, so 26/3. So again you have got LHS is equal to RHS, hence verified. I hope it's very much clear to you. Okay, this is a therefore sign. In case you don't know, I've put this therefore sign. Okay, LHS equals to RHS, hence verified. So I hope it's very much clear by commutative law that when two rational number are multiplied in any order, a rational number will be your answer. You can see I've got a rational number as answer. Okay, so this is how you can solve the other parts also. I hope it will be very much clear to you. Okay, I'll move to the next property, which is again similar to addition. That is third property, associative law. Okay, associative law states that 3 or more rational numbers when multiplied can be grouped in any order. If you remember, for addition, same we have studied that 3 rational numbers can be added in any order. So same goes for multiplication. Associative law, 3 or more rational numbers can be multiplied in any order. In this question we have only 3 parts. Out of that, the third part I am solving for you so that it's clear to you. Okay, now again it is verify sum. So I have told you verify how you have to solve, always by LHS and RHS method. Okay, so LHS you have is minus 9 upon 5 into minus 10 upon 3 into 21 upon minus 4. Okay, please be very attentive while solving these sums. One single mistake of sign will make you lose marks. So please students, be attentive. It's very easy. Just spare few seconds so you'll be able to do it very clearly. Now what you can do over here, either you can solve the bracket thing and then you can multiply, or you can solve all together. Any way you want. I'll solve the bracket thing first. I'll convert to the lowest term as I can see few numbers. Okay, 3 minus 3, 3 into minus 3 is minus 9, 5 into minus 2 is minus 10. So what is left out here? Minus 6 into, no, minus 3 into minus 2 is plus 6. So minus will not come. 6 denominators are not left out. So 6 into 21 upon minus 4. Okay. Now again I can convert to any lowest term. Yes. So highest common factor is 2. 2 into minus 2 and 2 into 3. Now anything I can cut? No. So 21 into 3s is 63. So my LHS is 63 upon minus 2. Okay. Now I'll solve RHS and let's see whether it comes same or not. I guess it should come same because the values are same. Only I'm changing the order of the values. Okay. So minus 9 upon 5 into minus 10 upon 3 into 21 upon minus 4. Okay. 3 7s are minus minus cut, 2 2s are 2 5s are. Now I'll open the bracket into what is left out over here. 7 5s are 35 upon 2. Yes students. Okay, so 5 into 7, so that is minus 63 upon 2. So it's one and the same thing. You know the denominator can't be negative. So I can write as minus 63 upon 2 also. Yes students. Okay. So therefore I've got LHS is equal to RHS. Hence verified. So this is how you are doing the verification sums for all the 3 properties. Okay. I'll revise once again for you the properties. That is, the first property we studied was closure property. At multiplication of 2 rational numbers will give you answer as a rational number only. Commutative law, 2 rational numbers can be multiplied in any order. And associative law, 3 or more rational numbers can be multiplied in any order. Okay, I've done few sums for you so that it's easy for you to solve the other parts. And the fourth sum is filling the blanks. Okay, fourth sum is filling the blanks, which you don't need to do in the notebook. You can just solve it orally for seeing the questions which I've sent you as a PDF file textbook. In that you can see and just you can guess orally what will be the answer. It's very easy related to the laws. Please, no need to solve in the notebook. Will not give you much burden for that. Okay students, so I guess first 4 sums are very clear to you of 1D exercise and you will be able to do it properly. Any doubts or anything, surely we will solve and we'll go through it. Please study the laws properly. No need to write the law in notebook. It is just for your understanding and for your knowledge. Okay, don't write any laws. Directly you can start with the sums. Few parts I've done for you and other parts you have to solve. Okay, and wait for the next video for the next few sums. Stay home, stay safe.